Alright, OBS quit on me, so problems of the day number 8. Anyway, so this is putting like blocks up here, like dam pieces, right, levees right here, so the water can't flow back that way, but then having those pathways divert water, at least bad water, maybe over here. I maybe want to ground it out, do something, and then we can have this little section be dedicated to bad water for the time being until we decide to move over there, and then we can figure out that plot scheme. But for the time being, I think that would work best for us. Obviously over here we're getting to work on this because, like I said, I'd like to build a transport system, that way we can actually travel this way. I'm not really quite sure what we can use this for at this current point in time, but I mean, it might be useful for something eventually. It's just right now it really isn't. Since these are all paused, it would be beneficial to place those down. Wait, where are we on bad water? I don't think we have enough bad water to actually complete this circuit. Where's this at? How much bad water you have? Alright, so you can make one more TNT. Need to remember that. Alright, let's pause you guys because we have almost 3,000 things of water. We can probably pause. Oh, well, you get these trees, so we'll keep that going. But that should clear up a little bit of workspace for us. We are still moving this. Oh, we haven't yet finished this, but oh man, I wish we had more bad water. That's a problem that people have always said. Anyway, so that's kind of what the base gist of what we're working with. I want to, like I said, we're going to clear cut this. Looks like for the most part they can reach everything, which is good. So, working on that. Obviously we're getting beavers moving across the map and across the board, which is fantastic. We're working on this, which I believe once this gets built, as long as all this other jazz is built, then we will be in a much better place. And I think once we stop asking for ferry logs, our production level will probably go down. We finally got the wall of protection done, so there's some bonuses. We have a lot of places to draw metal from. Obviously, metal is kind of one of those key recipes that there's not a lot of it. Like, we got little bits and pieces thrown all over the place. And I'm glad we went after this one first, because then we can come after this one, and while we're after this one, then start spreading maybe over here, getting that one going, and then we can finally reach for maybe this one or this one, and then we'll just have to keep in mind that we are going to need no metal to build this. Fantastic. Alright, so we'll need to keep that in mind. We need ferry logs and extract to do a better job of this. Make sure we keep those alive. But yep, that's kind of where we're at with this. We don't really have a whole lot of science going on because we have waiting on a population boom. But I think as far as water is concerned, this isn't really too terrible. We have a lot of water. Once we get this blown up, this will definitely then become effective. We can move over here. Obviously, this is a far, far journey and probably a lot easier to go this way and block that up than it is anything else. And we are probably going to, I'm just going to pre-build this. Oh, that's a lot of blocks right there. And then we will come in somewhere right around here, delete that one, delete that one, and delete that one. And then we can put these levees in kind of like that. And just to make sure that no one gets sick. Oh man, how to do this. Should be able to cross over here somewhere. Yeah, we'll put that in like that. And we'll go something like that. That should work out fantastic. As long as I did this correct, which I don't think I did. Alright. So then we can come in, destroy this. Build stairs right here. And then across like that. Yeah, that should destroy them just fine. And then if we need to, we will build a woodcutter right here and here. That way we can destroy... Nope. Gotta click the right button. And then we can destroy a few of these. So at least we can get over there. And then build a storage for logs for the time being. Oh, so many clicking, so much work. What is this world coming to? Anyway, we can come in like this, destroy all that. Oh, animals, animals, animals. Anyway, so we have that going. We have more than enough logs to build all of this jazz. We just need it built, going, and done. And then we can pause you. It's fantastic. That works out very nicely. How many logs we got in there? We already filled that sucker up, which is exactly what I wanted. Yeah, so having this many logs is probably something of a problem. If I'm being totally honest with you. Because we don't have the infrastructure over here to be able to output what we need. Which is probably... I mean, in all honesty, if we wanted to, we could do something pretty creative. And this game is all about creativity. Is it or is it not? So we can come out here. I don't need... As long as we can build right there. And we can come in like this. And then once we come in like that, we can also I mean, we might as well make it enjoyable. Grabbing as much power as we can from that rolling tide. I don't think that that actually does a whole heck of a lot, but for the sake of argument, let's just say it does. And anyway, when we come in here like this, it should, obviously we're going to delete some pathways and whatnot, but if we come in here, we get this built, obviously we'll have enough power with just the wheels that are in motion, but then we could build some more maybe plank stuff right here, because obviously we're struggling with planks. Logs, we have more logs than we know what to ever do with. So there's that problem. But this would be a nice little build. Very, you know, I would assume very effective. Okay, what kind of logs are we waiting on here, Sally? Alright, we can keep all of those because we are planning to move over here. I want to get these guys going. We might think about doing another district, but we do have a lot of things being done. Anybody want a cap? In all honesty, take any bidders. Alright, we got 10 days left, 2.5k. We're still drawing off water, and we still have a butt ton over here that we can probably drain out. I don't know how much it's going to take, but we do have that. And it's not like we necessarily need it back here for anything quite yet. So if we regulate these just right, we should be in an okay business. I just have to remember in 10 days that we need this guy pumping. And then I don't necessarily want to build it near the water, but building it somewhere over here would be useful. I just need a place to put logs. And right now we're using this as a pathway. How much is that? Does that cross over? Put it right there. How many? Or would we need this one? See, that would reach from there. This is the one we'd need. That's the same length. And that's 1.8. That's a good investment, why not? And then once that's done, then we can get rid of this. That is a great investment, I think. Because at this current point in time, we aren't really doing a whole lot with logs. Or anything else. Alright. Make sure I keep an eye on these waters. This one's being played, so we can pause and play. But I'm hoping eventually we'll get up here and actually start filling that sucker up. Or do we leave this? I don't know. Who knows at this point? Holy cow, we are moving. We're moving and grooving. Look at that sucker going. Alright, we can pause you two. Display two of you. I don't even care which two. That's beneficial because now, I don't know, it can be. We'll see how beneficial it is. It'll definitely be beneficial when we move up here and start slamming some metal. Alright, we're gonna make a executive decision and put this sucker. I'd like to put it like somewhere right here. And then woodcutters, let's get those going so that we can actually do the next best thing. Yeah, once we get this all pathed out, I'm going to... Dang, we are really hard up for beavers. I'm gonna pause because we are very bad at picking up items. Alright, well we lost one, which is fine. We have people in this building. That would make sense. Let's go to 4. 4 should be able to handle this. This will give us, hopefully, some clarification on... There we go. We can pause you. And then we gotta figure out our pathway. You said nothing was in range. Oh, that would make sense. Yep, that would make sense. Alright, well, I'm glad we didn't... Oh. See, it's a trick level. That's the problem. That was the problem there. Alright, so we can start cutting those down. I don't think we can reach those, but it is what it is at this point. Yeah, we have more logs than we know what to do with, and we can't convert them into what we need them to be. That is our biggest problem. But if we can get these trees taken care of, we can get this done. 5 days, 2.1 water. I would almost guarantee you our next one is going to be a bad tide. Feeling that one in our bones. Or at least my bones. And then we're going to play all of these. I think it's time that maybe we move away from here. I don't know, let me know what you think. Maybe I'm too naive. I don't even know if that's the right word, but maybe it's just me. I feel like we should be able to do this, but who knows. And this is just to help them out. Oh, they can actually reach that. Look at that. That would be something. 'Cause then we can start transporting some stuff over here. Let's go ahead and... I'm just going to exit out all this green. Because what we need more than anything is for all of this to be cut. And once that's cut, this guy, depending on how he wants to go, fast travel all the way back. You can almost zoom just straight down the road. Might need to put one over here. But yeah, I'm hoping if we destroy these, and then we're going to need to destroy these two as well. Try hitting the right button. And then at that point, we will pretty much have conquered this whole map. Which is quite an interesting idea. But yeah, if we can get this going, we can build this over here. We have the logs. I just need them to start cutting these trees down so I can make this look the way I want it to. I guess it doesn't really matter. Boom. That was almost cool, but then I was like, you know what? That'd be too cool if that like perfectly matched up the way we wanted it to. So that's why I jacked up on the pathway. It made more sense to do it that way. Yeah. Alright, so we got that going. They're starting to build this, which is fantastic. I love it. Oh, we have to make sure that these are actually being supplied with water. You can be paused, and you can be played. But anyway, my idea is once we can get this built, this can turn into a farmland. Maybe we use TNT all the way over here. I don't know. We have a lot of questions, and we need to get through this bad tide is basically our problem. That is the issue at hand. Is we need to get through the bad tide so that we can then start sorting out some of these problems that we are having at this current point in time. And we are going to drop this to 0.7. That should be fine. Silence the cell phones. How are we doing on corn? Corn, we got 264. The rations, 1.6. Probably have to put some fairy logs over here. We'll just have to wait and see. But this might be high enough to where it doesn't spread. But like I said, once we get this in, as far as our main idea of having that. Wait, how much are these? We're going to need a couple of them. That's 3. We need these. I want to go ahead and future-proof this just so we have those. But yeah, we're eventually going to need those so that we can then direct bad water away from us. We need to put the path in right here. Yep. And if we can get this as close to possible as these trees go, then we don't have to worry necessarily about his reach. There we go, build that sucker up, and then we can pause you. Bam. And we're going to get rid of this because I don't think that there's a way for them to get to that without us building something first. Which sucks, but it is what it is. I'm thinking at this point, if we really wanted to, it'd be quite the build. I'm not even going to lie about that, but we could go off the map this way and build over here. Once again, we're starting to kind of spread our colony thin. but I mean, it's an idea. We're gonna play this because I want bad water, right? Meow. You can go back to cutting down these trees as far as you want to go. And these might be built at the same time. Alright, start you, start you, start you, and start you. Yep, that works for me. What are we waiting on? We're waiting on planks, of course we are. Why would we be waiting on anything else? Everybody have water. You two are being worked on. You are not. You have 13 jobs. 2 beavers coming up in the world. But yeah, that would definitely be something if we could build this up. Obviously we have to come around back and start cutting down all these trees. If we could build something right here, that's our main source there. We already have something somewhat built, but I want to make this bigger. I want to make this bigger to where this can really hold a butt ton of water. How thick is this map? Okay, so we can't really go too far down. But we could improvise on something, right? I don't know. We're working on it. Ideas are being formed. We're just taking it slow and figuring some stuff out. But definitely a way to look at it. Now I think that this is blocked off, so we'd have to put some stuff here, but I want to say that this will act as a levee. I could be wrong in that, but that would act as a levee, and then we can come over here, because I mean it could at least be built up to here. I mean it might go further than that, but I think at that point it's spilling over other areas. I don't know. But for the time being, we aren't doing anything with this. I just want this pathway, yes. And then might as well, no, we'll wait on the, we'll just do the pathway for now. Because we don't need to build a double, but yep, what'd I tell you? Called that one. Did we get the TNT? No, we didn't. So and there's no telling how long these will go, so we might as well play you two. I know that puts us more in the hole, but destroy you and then play. Trying to do this all in one go. But that's working. And this should close off, and then the bad tide should go this way. We should be able to continue pumping and making TNT. We'll be able to see how the tiger stripes do over here. And of course, at this current point in time, we would have already walked over here. Alright, so we're going to see how, yep, see, that's a problem. That's a real problem there. We might as well destroy the path. Hopefully all this will be left alone. Let's get into a fluid dump. And then we can do that. Alright, how much is this putting out? Holy Moses. That's a lot. We're able to fast travel? No, we are not. You need planks. That's what we're missing over here. There's some good old-fashioned planks. This one's almost all done out. This metal, whatchamacallit. Obviously we're not making the TNT, but it would be interesting to kind of maybe destroy this and maybe make some farmland up here, but once again it's transporting water, and that seems to be the only way that we are actually surviving at this current point in time, is the fact that we're able to transport water. If we weren't able to transport water, then we would have other issues. And did I build medical tents? I feel like I did. I just don't. Oh, yep, we have full medical service here. So there should be no reason why beavers are injured, because we have more than enough. Alright, I gotta make sure that this works. It's starting in 3, 2, 1, go. And it did what we wanted it to do. Great. I don't know why this is up there. It is very interesting. Alright, so we're safe there. We're safe over here. This is just to help us not be able to get up over here, because I don't need that aggravation right now of having sick beavers and all that fun jazz, because that's not going to help anybody. But hey, our trees are able to stay alive, and just kidding. So close. I mean, this is a lot better than what it was before. Before, that was like half a tree crop right there. Oh, dear me. Dear, dear me. Why is this flooding out so badly? I mean, it should just be going off the thing. Uh-oh, we're getting sick beavers. That's happening. Alright, destroy that. I mean, I have to do this. I don't know how we're gonna come back from this, but top priority all of this. Didn't take us too terribly long to fix that, but I don't understand why the water's backflowing. That's what I don't get. Yeah, we're getting sick beavers out of this. 110%. I'm letting you guys know that right now. Because there should have been no reason that this was backflowing. We had access to this. I don't know if they're able to get to this, but if they are, we have more than enough logs in this hole to build this up. Alright, well, there we go. Problem averted. I don't know if we're gonna make it out of this scotch-free, but that's done. So at least, for whatever reason, this is flowing back into there. I don't even know. That was just stupid. So all this is bad drinking water. Oh well, it's a short drought. We should be able to be fine. That's not a problem. We've had worse. Only problem is we have a bunch of... Oh, why are we doing that? Why in the world are we doing this? Alright, so this part kind of sucks because I thought we would be able to, you know, hold it down and keep this green, but that didn't really work out in our favor now, did it? And this is also something that we need to keep in mind. I'm glad this is happening. So... once we come back over here and start building this up, I'm wood damming this whole place. Like I said, this part not necessarily that important, but so we are able to keep working. I'm gonna have to do something about that. That's a lot of bad crud right there, if I do say so myself. Like that's a sight to see. This rock right now is spewing out so much red crud, we have no idea where we're going. But we have a nice little platform that we're about to able to put a lot of planks on, maybe some fairy logs. I do want planks. I need planks. Planks need to be working in our life right now. Life. Yeah, words. And I don't know how we managed this, but we managed to get out of this scot-free. No irreparable damage done. Alright, so TNT is in this one. No, I don't want to do that. We will go here. And then that will make everything... and we'll go here. And that'll give us a straight edge. Or do we go here? I like this option. We'll do it this way. I mean, it's not like we should be able to build this pretty fast, if I'm not being completely honest. Oh, now we got the sick beavers. No, the sick beavers are coming. And we have no way of healing them. Oh, death, destruction. This is how it goes bad. Alright, how does this work? So are they able to keep working, or are they like the folktales where they stop working? Because having 8 beavers that are sick, kind of a big thing, if I'm being honest. More than I wanted to spare. Needed to spare so that the rest of us didn't get sick, but I mean... Can I follow him? He's lit up, so... Okay, we're still following him. Still following him. I don't really know what that means, but... Oh, he's getting food. So at least that part is good. But what are you doing? Exhausted. I wonder if they'll get over this. Like, I mean, he's an old beaver anyway, so like, I mean, it's okay if he dies. That might have sounded a little harsher than I wanted it to be, but I mean, it's true. How's both of you? Need 40 planks for that sucker. Alright, well, that was a fun test run. I think we should do that again in a different fashion. And I'm glad we got to see this. Because this is important. So we know how to handle that. Like, if we want to build this, what needs to be built first is a wall that goes from basically this whole length. We might as well get started on that. Well, I mean, obviously we'll wait until the bad tide's over, but... yeah, we'll need to build that. And then... I want to say so we can keep our beavers safe, we might need to build something right here. Or what we can do... cause that to go down. And not have that come out right there. Build something like that. So that way it goes down. I don't know how well that'll work. That might not work out well at all. Actually, we'll scratch that idea. Because I don't know how much this is actually counting on. Because I mean, we got 1, 2, we got 3, we got 4 bad waters flowing into here. That's actually, wow, okay. Yeah, we're going to need a little something other than TNT, because yeah, I'm recalculating that, and that just, yeah, that doesn't seem like that will be working at all. Yeah, I don't see that paying out. So 4 days. These are all full because I forced people to have jobs there. Once this gets built, I think we can bring this metal climber back down to 1. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, we got the planks for it. Oh, just someone build it. So now we got this straight line that goes across, pretty much across. So if we need water, drop off bad water, whatever, we have ways to do that. That's going to be exciting. Especially when we're talking about this. Oops, someone got stuck. Oh, he was building from the end. Oh man, that's just... You gotta give it to him. That's pretty cool. And we can come up to like 0.9. Did not know they could do that. And we'll pause you. You go find another job, mister. I think one of our bad tide influencers kicked the bucket. Once this bad tide rolls out of here, we're gonna start by okay, so would I have to... No, I'd want this. Right, but I can't place that there because that is a pathway. Yes, and then... But does it count? That's my thing. Because I watch these beavers crawl all over this thing. I just need to make sure that the bad water isn't coming through. That's my only thing. Oh, well, Jiminy Christmas. Does that work? No, it doesn't, because it needs to be like right here. Alright, whatever. Whatever. This is stupid. It's just a stupid game. Stupid game. Alright. I think the only reason why these are yellow is because, well, it is bad tide over here. Oh, none of this works. Alright, we are going to be stupid about this, which I absolutely kind of hate, but I mean, it is what it is. You gotta do what you got to do. Oh, my arm's going to, or my hand's going to sleep. Oh, bud flow, come on, come back to me. Just a little bit. There we go. Alright, we got one day, we're doing pretty good. Can't say that we're doing that bad. Alright, now we can come in over here. Make sure we get... Oh, do not do that. Because that would absolutely suck after we got done building all this. Alright, so where are we at? We are right here. We come in like this. Gotta flip that one around. Alright, and then we can have a pole coming in this way. And then if we did like this one, how big is this one? Alright, we'd need 2 more, and I don't know if we'd be able to fit it. Come on. There we go. And then let's get some TNT so we can make one big explosion. I want to see fireworks. Able to move over here. That's good. Let's also make fireworks over here. That should be fine. Because in all honesty, just death and destruction. Oh, we're not making a whole lot of death. Oh, okay, pause. We need to build pathways so we can get this going. Alright, that works. And then that should fix everything. Alright, start building. On delay. Muy rapido. I had this lady call me today and not a word of English. It's fine, I get it, I'm totally cool with it. You don't speak English, whatever. I know very little Spanish. I know enough to say my name is, and I know enough to say, no hablo inglés. That is the max of what I can tell you. And like, Boligrafo or something like that means library. Very little. And I am perfectly fine with that. I got what I needed to get. Alright, let's watch this beautiful masterpiece. And Chaboomy. I love it. I love it a lot. I don't really know what that did for us, but it did something. Alright, so we saw problems. Obviously, we need to get over here and start dealing with some of these problems. And I need tree cutters out the wazoo, which means we can probably pause a couple of tree cutters up here. If truly need be. But yeah, anyway, this is going to be the goal. Come across here, get these tree cutters all cutting all this junk up. And then start domesticating this side. Which, I mean, might end up having to be where we build a wall right here. All the way down this sucker. At least on the inhabitable land. So we can come down here and then yeah, and then come down here and then we can have this blocked off, so that way when all 4 of these didn't think about that. And block this off, make a channel. Probably have to make it too high. Just so that all this junk flows in here. Yeah, because obviously we don't have enough to make that work. Oh, this is so beautiful. Look how fast this was built. Bam. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. But anyway, I was thinking what we could do is we could make this its own whatever. Maybe not, because I don't know how the fast travel system works, and I think that that's probably paired to this specific district. And that would just be annoying. But we could make it to where this is the meeting point. Drought approaching. How are we doing on water? So. I can actually play you guys now. But I think that's where we're going to call it here. We got 3 days until a drought. We have opened a buttload of new jobs. We probably need to upgrade our beaver inventory. Where are our blueberries? They ate the blueberries. Are you kidding me? Alright, well, next problem for tomorrow is fixing our blueberry situation, because that wasn't a problem before. So, welcome to Beaver Galaxy. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, like, comment, subscribe if you feel the need to grace us with your presence on a weekly schedule, weekly timeline. I don't know, who cares? Anyway, I will catch you guys later. We'll kick this into 1x speed, and you guys have a good rest of your day. Later.